Thanks to Roborock for sponsoring this video. In the world of epic rivalries, you've got Red Sox versus Yankees, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, Packers versus Bears, Lakers versus Celtics. These rivalries go back decades and generations and are ingrained in who we are. But one battle, one rivalry has yet to play out.
Finish him!
Alright, so I've been wanting to do like a BattleBots style video for an insanely long time. One thing I've also been wanting to do for a long time is just thank you guys. Thank you for watching the channel all these years, supporting me, supporting things that we've tried and done. And as a small way to give back, I want to give you guys a chance to win $500. Made it super easy. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me the first mess you would clean up with your brand new Roborock, or tell me a story, tell me a joke, tell me anything you want. Just make sure there's a way to contact you, either in the social handle, in the comment, give the video a thumbs up, open to anybody in the world, as long as you live on this beautiful planet. Let it run for 10 days. All information you need though will be down below. I think I should probably do for this like what Apple does, and like for 500 bucks, cross it out. For 400 bucks, cross it out. And be like, for $300, Roborock has the Q5 Max Plus, and it gives you the smarts and cleaning ability and convenience that is really hard to get from sort of the vacuum systems that like you might be used to. These days, robot vacuums and cleaning systems come with like a lot of fancy bells and whistles. We've done videos on like a lot of these. They can clean, they can mop, they can make you dinner, they could, you know, put some cream cheese on a bagel. They've got cameras built in, all kinds of features. But like a lot of the time, you just want them to vacuum and do a really good job vacuuming and not break the bank. This might be something that you're used to. Meet the iRobot Roomba 3i Plus, something you've probably seen somewhere, maybe your house, a friend's house, wherever. You've seen these guys all over the place. They're affordable, but usually that affordability can come with a compromise. I want to just kind of compare, sort of the iRobot is one that a lot of people know, with what kind of Roborock is doing. And both of these systems kind of start off as a vacuum only robot, and it makes it sort of simpler, makes them smaller, and generally makes them more cost effective. Both have dual rubber brushes that work together to sweep debris into a dustbin, but the Q5 Max Plus has 5,500 Pascal units of suction, and it has a 770 milliliter dustbin in comparison to the 400 milliliters bin on the Roomba. A lot of the things that I'm doing with these robot vacuums, there's a lot of them kind of running around my house, is for vacuuming. Right? I can't tell you how many times I get cereal spilled on the floor, that I step on a Cheerio and I have to go and vacuum it up. Something gets knocked on the table, or the dog walks outside, brings something in that I don't even want to mention on camera. These things happen like daily. And oftentimes what I need these things for is just to vacuum up a quick mess. And this is where what Roborock is doing here is absolutely perfect. But you're not just getting like a robot vacuum. Luckily, you're going to get a docking station for both of these systems too. So after vacuum is done, it'll do the cleaning for you, empty it into the dock, and get ready for the next clean. So I think like the benefit of this is you don't have to like touch the vacuum for, you know, weeks at a time until the dustbin gets full. And that's gonna take a while with Roborock's 2.5 liter dustbin that can last up to 7 weeks, or in the case of my house, it seems like 4 hours. I don't have the exact size of the dustbin on the Roomba, but it should last for around 60 days. I know I've talked about these for a long time. These are features that used to be reserved for really expensive vacuums, things that were $1,000, $1,500, or came in a whole kit for $2,000 plus. And think of it kind of like TVs. I talked about TVs for years here. OLED technology used to be the pinnacle, and you used to have to pay incredible amount of money to get an OLED set. Now OLED sets have come down to sub $1,000 on very large sizes. This is kind of the same thing we're starting to see with robot vacuums. You're getting this technology that was previously, you know, a couple thousand bucks. You can now get it for that $300 to $400 price point, which is incredible. And it's still that amazing suction technology. You're still getting the dock going to clean itself. You're still getting all the app stuff that I'll talk about. You are getting an incredibly powerful robot that if it came out a few years ago would have been really expensive. But I think arguably the most important part of a robot vacuum system is like the smarts that are built in. And this is what I'm talking about, is the technology that was reserved for really expensive machines a few years ago. The best vacuum features in the world will not matter if it can't navigate your house properly. And this is where these sort of more budget-focused options tend to kind of be hit or miss. And kind of simply as a cost-cutting measure, sometimes a company won't put in the best tech to get the job done. Roborock, I think, wanted to make sure they didn't have this issue. They were really kind of the first to pioneer the LiDAR technology in robot vacuums a few years ago, so they've had a leg up on the competition. So yes, the Q5 Max Plus has LiDAR built in that gives precise mapping for smart navigation. Roborock calls this Precise Sense LiDAR navigation, in case you see it like marketing language somewhere. This is gonna let you do things like get a quick 3D map of your home. It can map multiple levels, so it can work on every level of your house. And I get this question a ton, how's it gonna get to multiple levels of my house? It's not gonna walk, you gotta pick it up, carry it upstairs and put it down. But it will map and clean, and you can pick it up and bring it back downstairs. That's what we do in our house instead of having multiple robots going around. And all that compared to the Roomba i3 Plus, which uses internal navigation. That's sort of the most basic method of getting around your home. Think of it again, to my TV option, what Roborock is doing, like a 4K picture, what you're getting with iRobot, like 720. And so what the iRobot's gonna do is gonna kind of estimate the distance between the robot and an object. So this increases the time it takes to navigate, and its accuracy can be slow. Because of differences in navigation and map creation, Roborock is like generally 6 times faster than a traditional mapping system. That is a gigantic difference. Unlike the smarts aren't just like stopping there. The Roborock app is really good. It lets you control the robot at like a real, like surprisingly granular level. So you've got smart suggestions for no-go zones. Like if you've got heavy carpet, you don't want it going in an area. Also recommend areas to avoid so the robot won't get stuck. Customize routines, clean different zones instead of the entire area. Roomba, on the other hand, can only schedule cleaning for designated areas. The map stuff is helpful. I think especially for me, the no-go zones are things that I don't want it to go to. We have a lot of areas with like really heavy carpet, areas where I know there's a lot of like dog toys and stuff on the floor. Being able to set that up, and I can just set it to go in the middle of the night, come down the stairs, and my house is vacuumed, is really awesome. I know like vacuuming is probably not something you think about very often, but if you are doing it and there's a way to make it easier and use technology and not break your bank, I think Roborock has the absolute perfect combination. They're a company that's existed for a long time, made a lot of cleaning robots, and they know what they are doing. And their technology is filtered down to a price point that is really affordable. In fact, there's a 50% discount going on right now. It's gonna get this down to $300 from November 18th to December 2nd. It is an absolutely killer deal. And if you're in the market for a robot vacuum, now is the time to get it. All information you need will be down in the description.